Hi everybody, as we come up to Christmas I am here in Edlingham, and isn't it a beautiful place? This is the 11th century church. Just behind me it's got a castle. Thankfully it's not something I have to look after, and there's a viaduct down there as well. It's a view that was so much loved by the producers of Lord of the Rings that they actually use this in their promotions for the film, so it's a really special place here in Northumberland. But there was some issues, and there has been for a number of years, with all of the recent water that we've had, which has led us to make some difficult decisions about our Christmas service here. So this beck that you can see here, it kind of lies slightly above the level of the church. So that's the church behind me there. And the beck, after some recent water, came right up, flooded down through here, all across the road there, and then came, obviously water just goes down the nearest hill, doesn't it? So it came down here, poured right down under the gates, down the path. You can see there, washed the path away. Thankfully, no bones have been found. That's a bonus. The gravel and the stones were all washed right down, made its own little stream to the church door, and the water then managed to find its way through the church porch, through all the mud there and everything, and into our lovely little church. It really is a gorgeous place, but it's very, very damp underfoot now. The water's all gone, but what's been left is a fine layer of silt all the way around the church, all the way through the nave. Carpets are absolutely soaked. There's not too much to damage in here, but you can probably hear squelchiness as I make my way up the carpet. We've had the loss adjuster from the insurers in this morning. So the flooding happened sometime last week. We were still hopeful that we could do a carol service in here, but he's said it's not really safe to do that. There's a big clear-up operation needed, and we just think it's going to be impossible really for us to be able to do that in the time frame that we've got and with the resources available. So we've had to make the very sad decision that this beautiful church is going to be once again without a carol service. It hasn't had a service in here for a number of years since before COVID, so I'm afraid it's going to be another year without. But I do have plans here. I think it's a beautiful church, I really do. Stunning location, a real sense of peace and God's presence in here, and I'm wanting to build on that, not just for this community but for everyone in this area and the many visitors who come here that fill in this visitors book here that's had, I think, 46 pages of visits just this year in the visitors book, which is absolutely amazing. It just shows how special this church is in this beautiful location. So, you might be wondering, well, where do we go for our Christmas carol service now? Well, of course, in these multi-parish benefices, there's plenty of opportunities. You can come along to Whittingham Parish Church on Christmas Eve, where we have got a crib service at 10 o'clock, and we also have a Christmas Day service there, Christmas Day Eucharist, and that is also at 10 o'clock on Christmas Day at Whittingham. You could come to Felton on Christmas Eve at 7 o'clock. They have their carol service there in Felton. And also you could come to Longframlington. Their carol service is on Wednesday, which is when I'm recording this, in a few hours' time. So it might be a bit too late for that. And that's at 7 o'clock as well. Or you could come to Midnight Mass, also in Longframlington on Christmas Eve at 11:15. You would be most welcome at any of those services. Even though it's a bit soggy here, we're trying to look positive, so wishing you all a very Merry Christmas and sending you loads of blessings for 2024 to those and those you love. Bye for now.